Hello and welcome to Spot the Markets by Mercury Partners Academy. I'm Marcello Zanardo, CEO and founder of MPA and adjunct professor at Ca' Foscari University. This is our weekly financial analysis of the markets up to the week of the 2nd of August. Very interesting week. We can say that this is the week of correction. The Nasdaq went into correction territory. The Dow fell by 2.1% in the week and the S&P by 2%. The Federal Reserve kept rates steady but telegraphed a September cut. The tech industry reported mixed earnings and the sell-off continued. We will discuss this on the stock session. Looking at the weekly results of main financial assets, long-dated treasuries and bonds performed very well. We saw some rotation in defensive with utilities up by 4.3%. And looking at the loser for the week, Russell 2000, which benefited from a rotation earlier on, and the FTSE MIB, which is heavy on the banking sector. Some commodities were all loser for the week. In terms of where we are year to date, there is a spike in volatility. Bitcoin is still up 47%, but gold is now up 20% year to date, and the S&P and the Nasdaq, which fell into correction territory since its peak in July, is up only, relatively speaking, by 12%. So we start to see clearly not only some negative economic indicators and surprises, but also clearly correction territory for some indexes. Looking at the equity sectors year to date at the global level, communication services is still the best sector, but healthcare and utilities have gone up in the ranking. And if we look at year to date loser, we have global materials, consumer discretionary, and real estate, all in negative territory year to date. Looking at the stocks, Moderna was down by 21%. It cut its sales outlook. If we look at the CrowdStrike after the glitch, the chief executive of American Airlines, Delta Airlines, said that they will sue CrowdStrike and Microsoft, and CrowdStrike was down 10%. Intel, a lot of negative news flows. The stock is down by 26% last week, and the CEO said that he will lay off up to 15,000 people. The stock has been a laggard into the AI play as well. Apple was up by a bit less than 1%. McDonald's was up by 3.7%. Because they maintain guidance for the new stores, capital expenditures, and Boeing appointed a new CEO and it was up by 2%. Looking at these weeks in terms of economic indicators and events, Monday, today, we have the Institute for Supply Management release Services Purchasing Manager, PMI for July. Consensus is for a 51 reading. On Tuesday, we'll be busy reporting day and week for pharma and healthcare companies with the giants reporting. And on Thursday, initial jobless claims for the weekend of August the 3rd will be released. I remind you that we are always available to accept internship opportunities. Just go into our webpage, mercurypartners.net. Keep following us on our social. We have a very busy September with a lot of top financial guests, institutional guests. That's all from us, and we'll see you next week. Thank you very much. By Mercury Partners, Marcello Zanardo. Bye-bye.